Talk to Thalia about the next batch of books. Bet. I am in my sleeping quarters, okay. And cool is they also kept me on the ship. Okay. In fact, what is another thing I could put in my inventory real quickly? Let's put throwing knives just so I have something in my inventory. Fuck it, why not? I just don't like having my inventory be naked, to be honest with you. I was gonna be like, why did I hear awfully loud moaning by the one dude in the background?
You're self-confident. That much is obvious. But do you believe in anything outside of yourself? Bigger than yourself?
I will if you do. Lol. That's funny. You're self-confident, that much is obvious, but do you believe in anything outside yourself bigger than yourself? So I'm assuming that this means do you believe in, like, God, or outside of yourself as in, like, do you believe in any other entity? Now, for me personally, if I was answering this question, I would say yes, because I happen to be religious. I mean, I'm not the biggest religion buff, but I do believe there's life outside of Earth. You know, like a heaven, so... It's one of these two. Now, is this going to be one of those things where it's going to be like the Damien quest, where, like, they're basically the same answer, but it's slightly different results, and so one fucks this up and she hates me all of a sudden? I will if you do sounds kind of bleh. It feels like he's sucking up. Does I guess mean sure, but I don't really care? It, like, I wish it was just a yes and not I guess. You're self-confident, that much is obvious. I feel like I'm trying to decipher a fucking, like, riddle. I feel like I'm deciphering the encryption code in the back, but for here, with relationships with this NPC. You're self-confident, that much is obvious. But do you believe in anything else outside of yourself bigger than yourself? I think I've guessed before and it came out fine. But this seems less self-confident. I will if you do. That seems less self-confident. Unless this is my invitation or my option to be flirtatious back, finally. Because Aiden's had some dialogue that has been flirtatious, or at least fun. Like, a little bit flirtatious. Not blatantly, obviously, hers, but... he's rebutted by, just saying things that I didn't say. Obviously, I don't want to say the lower right. That's obvious. So it's one of the two. It's either upper left or upper right. It's a 50-50. They're all gold, so they change the story. I can only guess so far. I believe if you do, will basically sound either like it's me trying to be flirtatious back, or that I'm not confident. And then I guess is like just basically like I don't care, but yeah. Oh god, this is now I'm actually thinking this like an actual relationship. I went from thinking this is like an NPC, and okay, here, I gotta answer like I was before. That's the reason why she liked me. I have to just be genuine myself. I can't psych myself out. Okay, what would be the actual answer I would pick? Yes or no? I will if you do, or I guess. I'll just say I guess.
I'd like to think so, but the world doesn't make believing very easy.
Agreed. But we have to hope that all this suffering isn't for nothing.
It'd be way fucked up if this was all for nothing.
I see you're conflicted about this, but not despairing. That's something.
Just don't want to see life as a constant struggle for nothing, I guess.
I see. Thank you for sharing this with me. Oh, here.
I have to go, but I have to tell you something first.
What's that?
But I know I don't always have the right words. But I do enjoy our talks.
I'm glad. I do too. See you again. Soon, I hope.
Okay, I think I salvaged it, but I don't think she inherently liked that answer as much as it could be. I think it was the best option, given what I had. And it was genuine to me. Holy shit, she wants me to go all the way back over here? Are we literally trying to find every possible book that exists? Like, literally, I'm surprised. Now we're going all the way back over here. No, yeah, but, like, out of all the options that it gave me, I didn't want to be... I literally was second-guessing myself. And not because of the fact that, like, I don't want to, like, miss out on the opportunity to date Thalia. I mean, she's cool, but if I missed out, so what? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I really, truly think Lawan is the best thing. And since these are side quests with Thalia, I don't think they amount to anything. So I was just going to hang out with her until I had no choice. And I had to hang out with Lawan if I did main quests, but... That poor dude. But... When it comes to the prompt, I was just more worried about if Techland threw me a curveball again with the situation very similar to the Damien option, where it's like one wrong prompt and he jumps off a fucking building. Like, honestly, that was... It was so dumb how Techland messed up that prompt decision. They had no idea. They never really realized how stupid that was to make it where... The one prompt, Aiden basically sounds like a total jackass. Just making sure pigs don't fly. Or reminding you pigs don't fly or some shit like that. It was so dumb. It was dumb. But luckily we went back and fixed it. I'm very glad about that. But dude, it was such a stupid decision that they greenlit that. They're two identical sounding answers and one leads to him killing himself and the other doesn't. So, I'm very glad that she seems interested. The fact that she said, I hope you come back soon, was reassuring. But, I was worried that, based off her facial expression, she got a little bit disappointed with my answer. But then again, though, I don't know if she was gonna say anything slightly different if I said... Like, he said the most fair thing is I want to believe that there is, but, you know, I have no proof, and I just hope that what we're doing doesn't amount to anything. It would be kind of depressing otherwise. So, I mean, Aiden had a legitimately fair response. Rather than him just flat out saying yes, that is. He could have just flat out said yes, but... But I'll believe if you do sound kind of like he was sucking up, you know? Got it. Okay, back to Albert. They really put a lot of focus and time into this mission. I feel like after this point, though, this is just because you like Thalia or Albert. Because they gave you the safe codes, like, a long time ago. I technically only kept doing this in the beginning, because I thought that, even though I was given the safe codes, that... I don't know, that, like, Albert would decipher them for me or something. But maybe I misunderstood that. But I only started, like, doing this to hang out with Albert and Thalia after, like, the 6th mission? I would say a little bit at the beginning, too. I always liked Albert immediately. I thought Thalia was cool around, like, let's say the time she started flirting, which was, like, the 4th mission or something. But, I just wanted to just play all the side quests, because you never know. I've been trying to, like I said, just do that more lately. Just play all the side quests. You might find something you might like, and, this story quest has been fun. Although, since they're technically all spaced out, not one giant mission, they make it a choice of how much you hang out with these two.
You've done it again, Aiden. As I expected you would. What have you brought?
I brought you porn. No, I'm just kidding. I brought you Playboy.
He knew his science. It wasn't humanity that prevailed over the Martians, but germs. Germs, man. Can you believe it? So simple. It's so small. Would that our plight were suddenly resolved in that way. Kipling's The Jungle Book has an underlying theme of abandonment, followed by themes of adoption and nurturing. Oh, how so many today feel abandonment. Hopefully, nurturing souls remain. What am I saying? Of course they do. You are one such soul. It's beautiful, Aiden. This collection, it's... I know you think me a fool, but I am moved. Thank you for this gift. This gift to me. This gift to the world.
I really very much also like Albert. As an NPC, Albert is just as much fun to talk to as Thalia is. Like, Albert is just a really sweet, sincere old man. I like the fact that he's like, oh, thank you so much for giving us all these amazing books of history and literature, and he's got this, like, he's almost got, like, this very, natural sounding, like, Morgan Freeman type of demeanor, and he's just very, like, soothing. I would love him to read an audiobook to me.
There you are, dear Aiden. I've missed you.
Likewise, Thalia.
Albert seems pleased with today's haul. H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, huh? You know, every day I wonder, are we at war?
White doesn't amount to anything, so I want to know who she's referring to. Is it just PK Survivor?
Us? Wait, did I say something wrong?
Oh, Aiden, that was so cute. No, we're good. I was referring to the world around us. Is that in a state of war?
Oh, right. The world.
Dude, honestly, that reply is the most, this is the most genuine simulation I have ever seen for a dating sim. This is like a dating sim mission at this point. It's almost uncanny. It's funny. I had no idea this is what I was getting into, because I never play these unless I'm going in blind, because then you see my genuine reaction. But I think Aiden at this point is also into Thalia as much as I personally just like her character. Because, like, I didn't think Aiden was going to respond that way. I just wanted to know as in who, like, as in, like, oh, you talked about survivors versus PKs, or zombies versus humans. And he's like, oh shit, did I fuck up? The world? Is the world at war? I'm gonna just be honest. I think we kind of are at war, but it doesn't mean that we can't fix it. It's kind of blatantly obvious that the survivors and the PKs are kind of at each other's throats, and there always is going to be war. You know, like, technically the main human emotions are not always the most desirable ones, because other than wanting to be in peace and wanting to be in a relationship, humans can also at the same time be very cruel and violent. So war will kind of always exist in some form of capacity. Although, fun fact, actually, when the pandemic first happened, because everyone was staying away from each other, that was the closest we had to world peace, and there was, like, no violence at all, which was kind of funny. But it probably will happen no matter what anyway, especially in the apocalypse, but it doesn't mean we can't stop it.
We're at war, all right, believe me. And not just one. A lot. Everyone seems to be at each other's throats for one reason or another.
Sounds like you're talking about the infected.
Some days, it's hard to tell who's more dangerous. The infected, or regular people.
How distressing, Aiden. But quite an insight. Here's what you need. Till next time?
Yeah, till next time, Thalia.
Till next time. Am I just reading too much into it, or is her facial expressions changing back to dislike? She said we're fine, so I mean, we're fine. But don't know if she just said that or not. We'll see. We'll see. Honestly, you can't be mad at yourself if you're just being honest. And I'll tell you this, is that somebody's going to respect you a lot more if you're honest, and even if they don't necessarily agree with you, if you're just honest, they'll respect you a lot more than if you try to suck up. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't care, but there's a huge difference between being considerate and breaking your own values to please somebody else. I've learned that the hard way. So we're sometimes at war, but at the same time, we can't always be at peace, although that wasn't an option. I just didn't want to act like as if war didn't exist to her, you know?
Is that what I think it is?
It's a human trying to beat your ass is what it is. They probably were like, what the fuck is Aiden doing up there? He's like standing at us like a gargoyle. At least the good news is that the white text didn't amount to anything, or at least I assume it is. I'm going off the assumption because it did in the past that white decisions don't mean anything; they're just extra dialogue. So it's a good thing that technically then didn't change the story. Because if it was a gold choice, then I would have been worried that Aiden would have fucked up this thing with Thalia. So, what do we need per book? This is location 1 or 2? This is 1. There's 4 books. Book 1. Ow. Aha. Had a feeling you'd be sneaking a book behind an area I wouldn't look at, you sneaky bastards. One there. Should be one more. Although I've noticed every book that we've ever had has always been on the open. Oh wait, what's this? Tape? Oh. For Alice. I almost want to know if that was there because it connects to the Albert and Thalia characters, or that was just the separate thing that they combined in this one area. Okay, so to this house next. Kill the zombies. Dude, Aiden has a strong-ass bat swing. Holy fuck. Like, I remember back at the beginning of the game he had one because of an update where, like, did corpse launch effects, but I don't think that update's happening again. I think it's just that he swings this hard. Like, Aiden's a strong motherfucker. Like, it's definitely hey, bada, swing. I'm gonna ignore the voicemails for now. Okay, got the books. Bring them back to Albert. And by the way, I've also noticed that these side quests, actually, now that I think about it, if there's been this many, what are we on? Like, side quest 8 for the books? These have all been a series of connected events. Technically, we haven't met these characters until we stole the one paper, but this has been kind of like a thing for a while now. Like, technically, if you count the finding the one guy, we've had the one quest, which is finding the one guy, figuring out information on him then finally deciding if we're going to let him go, basically. Then we finally got to keep the papers, if we decide to keep them away from the girl upstairs, the one PK girl. And then we finally meet Albert and Thalia. We keep finding books and bringing them back, finding books and bringing them back up to, like, I think 8 times at this point. And at one point in the middle, we had the codes. So this has been going on. I mean, if you count the amount of time that this is invested in, even if it's, like, it's only so many, like, missions. It's, like, you know, 8 book missions, and, if you count the other things, then it's a little bit more like 11 missions. But this has taken us over the span of a couple hours. This is like, these side quests alone, like, a COD campaign can take this up to this long sometimes. Like, a COD campaign is like 6 hours. This has taken us at least like, oh shit, like 4?
I am continually astounded by your tenacity and success. Let's see today's catch. Lewis Carroll truly captured the surreal feeling of disorientation, of falling into a strange world in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I often feel like I've fallen into another world, but sadly, this one is no Wonderland. Given the nature of H.P. Lovecraft's horrific creations, I suppose we should count ourselves lucky. What would we do if an old god suddenly awoke? Lovecraft excelled at creating a sense of dread, which made his stories all the more horrifying. I can relate to a persistent feeling of dread. Definitely. Thanks to you, this collection is already unparalleled in the city. Sadly, our sources are getting dry, and I have nothing new for you right now. But I am confident we will manage to dig up at least some more from the city. Just you watch. Wait for my call, Aiden.
Is every book pretty much at this boat at this point? This is like the grand library. That's what I'm beginning to think, is like literally Albert is like hoarding all the books, but he does give them to people, I assume, which is good. And then what we want to do is we want to quit the game, and we'll relaunch it, and we'll get another quest, because that's just a loophole. So, back out and rejoin. I wonder if I didn't quit the game, if when he would have that prompt again. I think the only way to get the prompt again without quitting the game would be to do another mission from beginning to end. Ugh.
Come by the library, and Thalia will give you the details.
Alright, bet. Time to see my girl Thalia. My selective hearing is incredible. When she gave orders, I thought that the one guy responded, "Yes, sir, bitch." I don't know why, but that's just funny to me why that happened. Oh shit, what was it? Like last time, oh shit, last night driving from work, back to home, like I was on my way back, after my job was done for the night, I remember having a song appear on the radio, and I heard it wrong, and it was 10 times more funny. It was, what was the song originally? It was a famous one. Oh, fuck. What was it? I don't remember the song, but I heard it differently, and I rather would just save the punchline for later when I think of it again, if I do.
Aiden, I have a fresh list of book locations for you. Was that Alice's Adventures in Wonderland you brought back? Do you consider the library your Wonderland now?
I don't know about that, but it's a definite change of pace.
I bet. I would imagine, like Alice's journeys, yours are disorienting. And you're probably surrounded by no small amount of madness. You seem immune to such afflictions. Seem, I say. But are you really, Aiden? Do you ever get close to losing it?
This is important, by the way. I can tell you this. At least in any relationship that I've ever seen ever, these are the 3 standards that every one of them must meet. Number 1 is that you need to absolutely be a good person. You absolutely need to be a good person. Because if you're just a lazy schmuck, like, and you don't take care of yourself, you don't do good for humanity, and you're mean and all that shit, nobody's gonna like you. And at the same time, I've also noticed that both genders want you to be funny. That's the universal attraction trait, is humor. And then I would say after that, I probably would say that it probably would be, are you just basically just illegitimately attractive? It's like, are you attractive, are you kind, and are you funny? That's like the main 3. Like, if you're funny and kind, but you're not attractive, people just look at you as a friend. If you're attractive and you're kind, but you're not funny, you can get stale. And if you're funny and you're attractive, but you're not a nice guy, then you're kind of like a player or a bad boy or whatever, and that doesn't really work out. You kind of need like those 3 things. But I can tell you this is a bonus check mark for women on their criteria, and you must meet this if you're a male. You cannot make them feel in danger. You must make people feel safe. So when she asks this question, are you losing it? She's, in other words, asking if you ever, like, lost and become violent and basically, like, a mean person. This is a question related to her safety. So I'm going to say is, am I close to losing it? Fuck no.
No way. If I did, I'd be dead.
I can see that you're a stoic. But certainly you must feel fear and dread at times. Like, late at night when you're alone? When the day comes closing in on you?
I got no room for that. It's unproductive and dangerous.
I see. Well, I certainly didn't mean to impugn your manhood.
I'm off. See you next time.
I'll be counting the hours.
Dude, at this point, I feel like I'm returning home to, like, a wifey. This is actually kind of a cute side quest saga. I like these. 331. Okay. No, that was absolutely a test. That's also another thing, as I can tell you, this is that, women testing guys is actually a thing. For those of you that don't think it exists, it's not, like, you can't think otherwise. Like, they exist, they're real. But women do this to see if you're trustworthy or not. That's all it is. So don't read too much into it, anything, guys. It's not anything personable. They just want to make sure that you're trustworthy, because they want to make sure that you're the same person you are in a good mood versus a bad mood. Like, if push comes to shove, are you still going to be the likable person that they think you are? That's all a test amounts to. Who would have thought I would be getting a TED Talk in relationship advice? Techland at least did a good job on how accurate this is in terms of real life. Batter up. Bye-bye, zombie. Jesus Christ. So that's 1 book. That's 2. I think they've always been out in the open. What are you doing here? Batter up. I have zero idea why they spawned up here with me, but okay. Open the door. What is it right now? Is it 12? No, it's 4:40. Why did I say 12? It's 4:40 p.m. I probably only have enough time to do this once more, and then the amount of time I'll have left to complete this won't be enough. So I'll do this so that way I don't stop in the middle of it. I'll basically leave a good stopping point after I do this last version. That one zombie was headless, just standing in the middle of the goddamn room. I took his head off, graphic-wise, but his HP bar was still there, so he just stand there headless. That's funny. Book. Where the hell is the damn book? Is it anywhere particularly upstairs? I mean, I'm in the building. It wouldn't surprise me if it was upstairs. Take. And no. This would be a devilish spot to put it up there. Ah, just next to the trash can. This one in the... No, it's not. Okay. I thought that that was in the GRE containment zone. I was gonna be like, why is there a book in there? Excuse me. Parachute out. Oh, wrong one. I don't want to use that medicine. Just wanted to use the normal healing wraps. Okay. One book. Probably shouldn't be using my legendary weapon, honestly, at this point, but I'll get another one. I know I will. Book. Oh, there's 3 of them now. Oops. Book. Book. There it is. Holy shit, that was cool. I glided into him and fucking kicked him all the way over there. Lol. Dude, Aiden's super kick is far. I destroyed that guy. Oh, it's in one of these places again. Alright, fine. Fuck it. This will be a lot of XP. He'll be just jumping at me constantly, though. I do need to, switch back to that, though. I'll find the book in due time. The area is only so big. Is he stuck? Oh, no, that one's just weak. Jesus Christ, his body flung. There we go. Bring it back to Albert.
I thought our chances against Renegades were pretty good.
Dude, it'd be a damn shame if I missed out on these side quests because I did the main story and, like, let's say that these were locked or something. I don't know why, but I feel like that side quests lock after a while. Howdy. What's this? It's a cipher thingy.
You found them. That's incredible. Let's see. No one wrote adventure like Jules Verne. Around the world in 80 days. Journey to the center of the Earth. And of course, 20,000 leagues under the sea. Did you know that in the Nautilus, he predicted many features of modern submarines? A man ahead of his time. You'll be interested to know that in Plato's Republic, Socrates argues in defense of the connection between a just life and a happy life. Ah, if only such a sentiment could break through the cracks of our society and flower once more. You know, Aiden, I truly believe you deserve to be immortalized for your efforts to preserve the precious resource.
I love the amount of compliments that Albert gives.
As probably does Thalia. Go ask her.
Oh, Albert knows that Thalia likes me. Dude, honestly, the amount of compliments that these two have showered on me makes me feel so goddamn special. I've never seen an NPC... Like, I thought that the Ghost of Tsushima and the Spider-Man NPCs were really cool because they would make you feel awesome. Like, the Spider-Man NPCs would be like, yeah, what's up, Spidey? And they would, like, take a selfie with you. And then the Ghost of Tsushima ones would respect you, and they would be like, my lord, my lord, my lord. They would keep calling you my lord, and it was a very big thing to my ego, let's just say that. But, oh, dude, like, legitimately, fucking... I think that, these two have given me more compliments, and these two like Aiden more than I think anybody does in the entire game. I trust these two. Like, I think other than Lawan, I'm finally starting to trust other NPCs. I don't know about the other characters, though, to be honest with you, because the survivors I really don't care for much anymore, and then, well, I mean, these guys are technically survivors, they're aside with PK. In fact, actually, that's weird. The survivors here... they get mad at the PK, but they don't, like, flat out revolt against the PK like the other survivors do with, like, Sophie and Barney. I wonder why that was the case. I mean, I guess the survivors might have just got pissy. I think Ader was right back in the day. They were just revolting and that they can't coexist. The PKs might not necessarily be everybody's favorite, but they, at the end of the day, make smarter decisions. Let's talk to Thalia, and then after that, I guess we'll just... Actually, what can I do once I talk to her? I won't be able to look for books anymore, so I could just go get an inhibitor with the GRE anomaly fight. I could definitely do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Just seeing what about my armor. And we'll see that later.
If it isn't my intellectual sparring partner, I see you brought Albert a copy of Plato's Republic. Heady stuff.
I haven't read it, but Albert was sure excited.
If it has pages, Albert's excited. But here's a question. If you had to make a choice, would you choose to be just or to be happy?
She asks really good questions. Happy both, just, or neither. I could very well say both. But, here's the thing. This is another trick question. I know she wants me just to say the upper left, which is just happy, most likely. Because just, I think in the context she's asking, would you rather be right or be happy? I would probably just say happy. I'm willing to be wrong. In fact, have you ever had those moments where you blatantly know you're wrong, and you still stick by your choice anyways, because you kind of feel like you have to commit to it at that point, and you should just admit defeat? Like, that's something that I feel like a lot of people don't get. It's better just to be happy and cope with the fact that you're never going to be right all the time. You have to accept failure, and failure sucks. It always sucks, but you can't improve unless you try things, and inevitably you will fail at some things, at least in the beginning. You'll get better over time, but you have to, you have to try to know where you are. Like, know where you are. Now, even though I would like to be both, I'm going to just pick happy, because at the end of the day, everyone just wants to be happy.
If I had to choose, I'd be happy. We all deserve to be happy.
I suppose, but at what cost? Could you disregard the pain and suffering around you and still be happy?
You said choose one, so I did. You didn't say I had to be realistic.
Albert's shelves are nearly full. I suppose you'll stop visiting soon.
We'll just have to see about that.
Well, at least there's one more location to check.
Aiden's replies are a lot better, to be honest, than I thought they were going to be. They're very genuine, both. Like, they're very, very are genuine. Now, here's the thing, is that Book Club X, I think that this is the last one, because she literally said it was the last one, so I have 53 minutes. It's all in the same building, right? Very last building, okay. We'll speed run this. We'll make this work. If it's truly the last one, because you said that the shelves are going to be full soon, yada, yada, yada. And when Aiden said, maybe I might, return, which I genuinely would return. I like Thalia, and if I keep visiting her, I, kind of want this to be an NPC that sticks around. I don't want her to die. I don't know why. I have this either odd feeling that, because a lot of the NPCs have done this before, that she's either going to die or betray me or fucking, whatever have you. Or Aiden might just fuck it up. I don't know. Maybe it's just me overthinking, but that's kind of been a weird trend in this game. But, no, I trust them. I'm willing to trust them. They're the only characters so far, other than Lawan, that have not backstabbed me. Fuck off and leave me alone. I haven't even done anything. I just was walking. A little bit of a potty mouth for you over there. Okay, so we'll do this last one, because this probably might be the actual last one. Because she said it was, so. Now, obviously, I know these would have to end eventually. I can't imagine that they made these indefinitely. They would have to eventually have time, then run out of, like, dialogue and stuff. But I hope to see these two again in some form of capacity. I hope my side quests with these gold decisions do amount to something. One. Wait, what? That's the...
Here you are. This'll make Albert happy.
I wasn't expecting a cutscene.
Give us that book.
Why, this book? What's it to you?
Because it contains a treasure map.
Look, I think you're confused. It's called Treasure Island, and it may show a picture of a treasure map, but...
That's not what we hear. Now hand it over.
It's not gonna happen.
Then we'll take it from you. We're good at that. Plunder 'em, boys.
Yeah, not happening. So you have chosen death. Okay, who are you talking to? I killed all your teammates. And I also whooped your ass, Jesus.
A treasure in Treasure Island. Idiots. Wait, what's this? Looks like a safe combination.
211255. Two, one, one, and 255. Is that not it? Here, hold on. I think I got that wrong. Collectibles, collectibles. Safe code. Where is it? Am I allowed to look again? Let me also grab the books. The AI are stuck outside. I assume this is the last book. Is this not inventory, backpack? Is it not in collectibles? I don't remember. What do you talk about with a golden shower? I'm sorry. Well, that's the last book. I don't know if these are options or if or both are an actual option. What was the damn code again? Chad, does anybody remember? I just want to figure it out, because I lost track of what the paper was. Book Club X. Maybe it's the same for everybody? Here, let me see. Dying Light 2... Hold on. It's probably the same for everybody, is my guess, because it was a cutscene rather than a random RNG thing. Dying Light 2, Book, Club, X, Safe Code. Yeah. 211255. 211255. Two. So it's 211255. 21... Or in this case, it's 211 and then 255. Then 255. 2. Wait. 5. 5. That's not it? The hell do you mean? Unless I'm typing it in wrong. Oh, do they literally want me to hit 21? Oh, I get it. I'm sorry. No, not the hoverboard challenge. Dying Light 2. Book Club X safe code. 21 12 55. That makes sense. So 21 12 55. I thought about spacing it out for some reason. So 21 12 55. I didn't think about doing it this way, my bad. We got it, though. The question is that what is inside the safe? Oh, it's a necklace.
I'll be damned. It was a treasure map. Well, sorts. Luckily, the book is the only treasure Albert's looking for.
And there's the book. That's it. To bring these back to Albert, and if I want to, I'm just allowed to teleport. I don't have to fight the bad guys outside, because the door is locked off, so it's not like they can get to me. I will use my powers of teleportation. And it also wouldn't surprise me if you're allowed to give Thalia the necklace. Which would be very sweet, and it would be kind of like the cherry on top. Dude, if she already likes Aiden as it is, if he's like romantic like this, after all the dialogue, and gives like her a necklace, she's probably gonna melt. I'm such a gentleman. Okay, so let's see what this and all the work we have done amounts to. 'Cause it's funny, I thought this was going to be one quest. I thought that this would go on for a little bit, but it would stop after a while. But, no. I mean, it might end now, but, I didn't think it was going to take up the entire 2-hour stream. All this has been is just talking to these two. But I've enjoyed it. It's been very pleasant, to be honest with you. It's nice for a change to have characters that actually give a shit about the protagonist and aren't just blind NPCs. So here we go.
I may have to start calling you Santa.
I love his compliments. They're so good.
Comes from Robert Louis Stevenson's book.
They're such genuinely good compliments.
But did you know it was originally meant as a coming-of-age story? Indeed. And even though it was for children, many pirate movies, when there were movies, were rated R. You, sir. A tough audience. Darwin's Origin of the
I like your dad
Species
joke.
is the foundation of evolutionary biology. It's ironic, really. Is what's happening around us somehow an expression of Darwin's natural selection? Unnatural selection, if you ask me. You did it, Aiden. Our work here is done for now. I am humbled. Truly I am. Humanity has a chance to survive, not just in body, but in spirit. Because of you. Take this. It is but a pittance for all your great works, but it may serve you in your daily adventures.
What do you give me?
Thank you, Albert. I'm curious. What will you do now that your collection's complete?
Oh, it is done.
With our literary past safeguarded, there is only one thing to do, my boy.
What's that?
Secure the future, of course. Ensure the human spirit continues to be distilled for ages to come.
So, write more books?
Precisely. Starting with a record of your heroic deeds that brought us to this moment.
Who would want to read about me?
After I've told your tale, my boy, everyone. Oh, and it will be epic. And I already have a title. Libros Libertad.
Nice.
Now leave me, for I must begin. Thank you again, Aiden. We are all in your debt. Oh, and check up on Thalia. She wanted to talk to you.
Keep well, Albert.
Yeah, we'll do. And keep well, Albert. I like both of these characters. I don't just like also Thalia. I literally love Albert. Like, Albert, I want to know who plays him, because I love his dialogue. His compliments are genuinely, like, amazing. I love how, how good he is at language. He's very powerful. I feel like I'm listening to poetry, like listening to him speak. I want him to narrate a TED Talk or read a book to me. Like, can he do ASMR and, like, read bedtime stories? Like, he's a really relaxing narrator. He needs to be on, like, Animal Planet or something. Anyway, Thalia, what's up?
Of the books you brought, On the Origin of Species and Treasure Island caught my eye.
And probably inspired a question.
Indeed. So, how do you view yourself? Are you a pioneer like Darwin? Or a pirate like those found in Treasure Island?
Let me look up the proper definition of each. And then we'll end, don't worry. Pioneer definition. A person who is among the first to explore or settle a new country or area. And pirate definition. A person who attacks, robs ships at sea. That's the noun. What's the real definition of a pirate? A person who robs or commits illegal violence at sea or on shores of sea. I would say I'm a pioneer. I like to explore and settle on adventures. That's honestly, genuinely also what my answer would be, because pirate, it sounds like a bad thing, but pioneer sounds more appealing. Let me make sure one more time by looking it up again. Pioneer definition. There's also the verb. To develop or be the first to use or apply a method of knowledge or activity. I'll say I'm a pioneer.
I like to think of myself as a pioneer.
Oh, really?
I can go places most can't. I've seen things most will never see.
Aren't we full of ourselves today?
I'm just saying, I get around, like a pioneer. On that note, it looks like I finished my work with Albert.
Oh, so it means you won't be coming back.
But yeah, I mean...
As hard as it is to admit it, at least a part of me is really sad to hear it. The feelings I've read about, that's nothing compared to what I feel. I'll miss our conversations.
Yeah, me too, Thalia.
Do you think it's possible that I could see you again?
Very possible.
You can visit me at home, if you want. I've marked my flat on your map. I'll be there after the sunset.
Okay.
Till then, Aiden.
Ooh, yeah, Aiden, my boy! My boy! Visit Thalia in the evening. Oh my god. Dude, Aiden, you absolute devil, you. Oh, she's actually close by. Visit her in the evening. Okay, now I also have to make sure, by the way, that if I do eventually do this, that this doesn't lead to a sex scene, because I can't get this demonetized if this is a video. But I do have to end for now. But god damn it, did I thoroughly enjoy those missions. That was honestly really a lot of fun. But god damn it, Aiden, you dog. You absolute dog, you. That is incredible. Like, and I was gonna say, I really was hoping genuinely I would be able to see her again. Like, I'm very glad that they give you technically the option to see her at her flat. Now, I don't know if this will amount to anything. I don't know if Aiden's necessarily gonna get laid. I don't know if there'll be girlfriend, boyfriend. I don't know if something will happen. But honestly, given the fact, like, genuinely, compared to all the other NPCs in the entire game, I like these two, like, a lot. Albert's like a cool uncle, or like a philosopher guy. And Thalia is just a cool person I can see dating Aiden. Like, as a very valuable, significant other, or equal. And, it just sucks that the other NPCs I eventually liked betrayed me. Like, because Hekon betrayed me. The survivors are just kind of assholes. I don't I'm not fully committed to Jack Matt yet, but I do like Ader. I will say, I realize I kind of messed up with Ader, and I do like Luan. Those two I like. And then Damien, I don't know what happened to Damien, but I think Damien's dead, unfortunately, when the one Survivor place got attacked. I haven't seen him since. But he was cool after I realized what his story was. There's like 5 characters. And we'll just see what this amounts to. So, anyways, guys, that's basically it. I hope you guys end up enjoying seeing today's stream. If you did, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribe, follow, and all that beautiful stuff. But I hope you guys end up enjoying seeing another YouTube video or live stream for the most unique content creator you guys are ever going to see. So, thank you for watching, guys. I love all of you. And peace out.